Hi, my name is Heather Garner. Well, Heather Garner for now. I'm not going to keep that last name much longer. No, thank you. Anyways, I am coming on today because I have some things to get off of my chest. And I have to admit, I am one that I don't really like it when people publish the negativity and stuff online. I don't like that at all. And so I'll apologize right now. There will be some negativity. But it is time to right some wrongs. It's time for me to clear my name. And I'm really, really tired of biting my tongue. I've done it for a long time. I've held my head high and just tried to be the bigger person and let people spew their lies and bullshit. I apologize for my language. As you can tell, I'm a little heated. I've let them for years now, and I've had enough. I've had it. It's too much. My own family thinks horrible things of me now. I was just shocked. So, yeah, I'm gonna out it all of it. I don't care if you're my family member, my best friend, which it doesn't matter. I'm outing it all because it's lies and it's my reputation that's taking the hit. And I'm not okay with it anymore. I'm just not. Where do I start? Well, I was talking to my dad. Yeah, it's that kind of an emergency in my mind. I'm just really angry. Okay, so my father, and I can't blame it all on him because he's going by things that he heard from other people. So again, not putting it all on him, but just sharing what happened. He says to me, and I won't tell you verbatim because I'm not going to read the text message off, but in a nutshell, well, just how exactly are you paying for everything, Heather? How are you paying to run off and go to film school? And who's paying your bills and for your food? I'm like, and my instinct was just to step back. Like, are you kidding? I am. Of course I am. Who else would be paying for it? I'm 44 years old. I've been making a living, working since, well, a real job since 13, and before that, who knows? Why is that so odd to think that I would be paying for this? But the assumption was that some man has been paying for things. So that was number one. That really got me fired up for sure. Nope, nobody's paying for it. In fact, when I lost my job, thanks to some mean bitches, again, I apologize for the language. When I lost my job that last time, what's the first thing I did? I booted Glenn out. I'll be damned if I wanted people thinking that he was living there supporting me. No. I guess I just have way too much pride. I don't know. That's probably a fault of mine. But no one is paying for anything but me. I might be going in a whole hell of a lot of debt staying afloat, but that's for me to know. And if you have questions, how about ask me instead of make up some bullshit lies? Oh wow. So I proceeded to get pretty angry at my father, and I do feel bad for him because he's going on some things that he heard. So now I find out that my grandfather's been spewing lies about me. My sister's been spewing lies about me, along with these mean girls that have been doing it for years now, trying to destroy my reputation because of their jealousy. It's just trickled down, and why is it so hard to believe that a woman can care for herself? Is that what it is? Because because I'm a woman? I don't understand. So apparently my grandfather tells my father that he helped me buy my house and told me not to sell it, but I sold it anyway. Well, that all is bold-faced lie, because A, no one's ever helped me buy my house. I bought it all on my own with no help from anyone. And yeah, I sold it. I could not sit in that 4-bedroom house alone anymore and cry my life away. I wanted to die every day in that empty house without my kids. I hated it there. But that's my business. If I want to sell my house, so be it. Nobody else's business. So that was one little lie. Stupid. Why? What was the purpose of the lie? I have no idea. And then that he had loaned me money to help bail me out of credit card debt, and then told me no when I asked to borrow money again. Okay, well, let me straighten some of that out real quick. A, I've never asked my grandfather to borrow money, ever. Never. He did loan me money when I lost my job at Hush Blackwell. I had been out of work almost 8 months, 7.5 months, and had, I don't have the exact numbers here, so I'm going to give a ballpark figure, roughly $100,000 in medical bills from the mean bitches that were trying to kill me, and I will prove that too. And he offered to loan me $11,000, I believe it was, $10,000 or $11,000. I didn't want to take it because I've never borrowed money. I was so proud. But I did finally take it. I needed it. I was drowning. I was running out of my line of credit. My medical bills were at the wazoo. I was not getting another job over and over. That was getting sabotaged, I found out. And I was just drowning. So I took his money. I did. And I paid it towards my credit card bills, which barely, I mean, it only got me so far, right? And then I finally got another job, and I spent the next 2 years finishing paying off all of those medical bills that had accrued, all of the credit card debt, and I was just about to start paying Grandpa off when I lost my job again. He told me, Heather, don't pay it back to me in small increments. Either pay it to me in full, pay large chunks of it, or don't pay it back at all. I don't care. That's how he said it to me. And he didn't want anyone to know that he had loaned me money. And hell, I didn't either. I was embarrassed. Last thing I wanted to do was admit that I'd ever had to borrow money in my life. Well, here we are now. The world didn't know I borrowed money from my grandfather. And boy, do I regret that choice. I never borrowed additional money from him. No idea where that was coming from. No idea. I wouldn't even dream of borrowing more money. I was mortified I hadn't paid that back yet. Grandfather, if you're seeing this, I will have you your money by the end of the year. Mark my words. Don't worry, I'll never lean on you for anything again. I can't believe you said that. Bold-faced lie about your grandchild. Your grandchild. You should be ashamed. Ashamed. Especially, well, we won't even go with the rest of it. Anyways, and then my sister Kyra. Sorry, Kyra, I didn't mean to call your name out. That was an accident. But I'm not going to start over recording, so I apologize. My sister, she tells my father that Jason gave me an allowance when I dated him. What the? What? Are you serious? Jason never gave me an allowance. First of all, I would laugh at him. No, he never gave me an allowance. I wouldn't have taken an allowance. I called her immediately. I'm like, where the hell did that come from? She said, I didn't tell Dad that you got an allowance. I just told him that Jason gave you money. I said, what makes you think that? She said, well, I saw money on your dresser one time and I asked you and you said it came from Jason. Well, I don't remember that particular situation that she's talking about, so I can't really speak to it. For all I know, it could be when he gave me money to pay me back for picking up his daughter's speaker, or who knows. I have no idea, but I can tell you, he never gave me an allowance. Never. Anything he ever did for me, he did for me out of kindness, out of love. Not, here, babe, here's your weekly allowance. Wow. It's ridiculous. It's absurd. It's so far from the truth. It's laughable. You see, me and money, we have a love-hate relationship. I would pick love over money any day. And I lost love because of money. So for me, yeah, it doesn't feel very good. Because let me tell you, Jason loved me. He loved me tremendously. But he didn't have the courage to walk away from money for his own happiness. He was terrified of how much it would cost him. And he wanted to be honorable and live in the commitment and the promise that he made to a woman to take care of her for the rest of her life. Which, hey, that is honorable. But, you know, when people use you and abuse you and take advantage of your kindness over and over again, I'm sorry, you don't still owe them anything. That's my take on it. So, he's done nothing but the exact same things I've been doing with everyone. We just love and love and love and give and let people shit all over us, walk all over us, taking advantage of us, is spreading bullshit, lies. For what? To the people that have been taking care of you? Wow. I loved him for his honesty, his sincerity, his beautiful blue eyes and kind heart. That's what I loved him for. I didn't give a shit about his money. In fact, I hate the money because it took him away from me. I hate it. All I've ever wanted in my life is love. And that's so difficult to find. Clearly, when your own family can talk about you the way they've talked about me and my friends. So I'm going to build a world of money around me. You watch me, mark my words. I'm going to build a mountain of money around me. And I am going to unearth every single one of the truth. I will clear my name. Every penny I have saved for my retirement, I don't care. I'm going to spend every dime of it to clear my name. All of it. So, for any of you out there that have been speaking filth on me and just outright lies and garbage and deceit and despicable untruths, I will unearth it. And I will announce it to the world. My name is going to be cleared. So if you have any sort of conscience at all, because we all make mistakes. Have I made mistakes? A lot of them. And I'll shout them from the rooftop because I have learned so much from them. So, if you have done some of this to me, come to me. Apologize. You will find that I am an incredibly forgiving human. or don't. But either way, it will come out. I am here to clear my name. I'm tired of it. The truth of what I had in my life is, okay, well, let's take this for it as an example. I was lucky to have a safe place to sleep. Seriously. Days I would have to stay awake all night long because there were people being raped in the other room, and I was terrified they would rape my sisters. So I would stay up and look over them to ensure we were safe. That is the kind of thing that I have had in my life. Not this cakewalk of people throwing money at me and paying my bills and whatever else you all are spewing out there about me. And if for 1 second any of you try to speak poorly of my mother, you better think again, because she is just as strong of a woman as I am, every bit. And I feel so much sadness for what she had to go through as a child. And in her addiction, she was just trying to find a way to live in her own skin. So I don't blame her for any of that. In fact, what I had to go through in my childhood made me this strong, independent woman that I'm quite proud of. So I don't blame my mother at all. She's been clean for 20 years, and she has made up for all of her mistakes again and again and again, because she's such a giving and loving person. So for any of you that are still spewing your hatred about her and judgment, shame on you. Shame on you. I encourage anyone still spewing hatred on either of us to take a look in the mirror. Stare yourself in the mirror and see if you can own up to every freaking mistake you've ever made, and if you've made right by it. I dare ya. So, thanks for listening to my rant. I don't really like people to see this side of me, but I'm just done. I'm just done. I will out all of it. All the lies, all the deceit, all the poisoning, trying to poison and kill me. I have the proof. It is going to come out. So if you're still trying to hack my accounts, you're still trying to follow me and track me and wreak havoc on my life, I highly suggest you back off and stand down, or you'll be spending the rest of your life in prison. Girl power. Guy power. Just love yourself, people. Know who you are. Be able to stand in your own truth. Be able to own up to when you make a mistake. Stand tall, be proud, and say, yeah, I screwed up. That was so dumb of me. And move forward. But to just take other people down to make yourself feel better, it's ridiculous. And I'm not going to stand for it anymore.